Hey guys, Jason here, 1952 Jeep. I was wanting to share with you today how to save your own heirloom seeds. As everybody knows, heirloom seeds are important to saving seeds from your harvest. Just so happens I picked up on this year, and I'm planning on starting my own seeds around Christmas or January of next year, and be ready to put my own tomato seeds in the ground, and possibly cucumbers and squash. But I wanted to share this with you because I've searched a little bit and I hadn't seen a whole lot of people doing it exactly like this, and it's kind of the way my grandmother did it, and it's also pointed out in the book over here. I'll show you that book in just a minute. But basically what you do is you take your heirloom tomato, which in this case it's a Bradley, and I've been labeling mine up as I do it. You take this guy and you cut him. Looks like I need to sharpen my knife, but you cut him like so. Get him opened up. See all those lovely seeds in there. Take your little jar. It's labeled up Bradley. You cut each little pocket out of this guy. Each and every one. Got all them seeds down in there. That you can. And you take the other half and do the exact same thing with it. Now what you do at this point is you just sort of lightly slap a little lid on it, set it off to the side, kitchen, whatever. You give it a few days. Now this is some Cherokee purples. If you'll notice that mold has it's fermented some, basically just exactly what the plant would do if it fell off of the vine in the garden and laid there. You know, the fruit would rot, and you know, something about this fermentation process makes them more likely to germinate. Well, anyway, once you let it go for 3 or 4 days like that, fill this guy up with some clean water, slap your lid on it, shake it around a bit. Sorry, wasn't keeping my eye on the camera, so I'm not sure if I caught all that. But you basically you pour that off. Now most of, if you've got any seeds that won't germinate, I don't know, it seems like every time I do this, you see down in there, all that's left is just seeds and a little water residue. Now, I do it about twice, and a couple of times that I've done this, I've had a few seeds that floated. This particular batch, they're all sinking to the bottom nice and dandy. Pour that, let it settle for just a second, and pour that excess water off. And from there, you wind up with a nice little pile of seeds. Like I said, these were Cherokee purples. Now, what I've done is I've cut some little pieces of paper, labeled them, out of a feed sack, and I just dump those bad boys out. And I'll let those guys dry on that feed sack for 2 or 3 days, And then I'll label them up, Cherokee Purple, or I'll label up an envelope. Put Cherokee Purple on it, and put those in my seed bank, just a dark, cool place. Let them sit till this time, or well, like I said, till I'll get the rest of those in a minute. But just let them sit there and dry out. Once they're dried, you know, it won't take but a day or two, and they'll be just ready to crumble up. And drop in your envelope. Label them up. They'll be ready to plant next year. And just as an experiment, I took a batch of Cherokee Purples that I'd done this way, and thrown them in an old starter pot that I had left over from last year, and I dropped 3 seeds in there, and if you can see, the Cherokee Purples, I got 1, 2, 3 have popped right up in just a few days. So I know this method works, and it'll work for anything. My grandmother, she used to take a old overripe cucumber, and she'd set it on a newspaper out on the porch, you know, kind of in the shade, not really in the sun, just where it got a little bit of sun, a little bit of shade, and she'd let that thing go to the point that it drew flies. Then she'd cut it open, and it didn't smell the best in the world, but she'd cut it open, harvest the seeds out of it, let them dry on a newspaper, same. Gourds and squash, she'd do the exact same way. Something about that fermentation going on, the rotting of the fruit around the seed, I guess it helps it be more prone to germinate. And like I say, just don't take my word for it. I actually saw a book and ordered a book from a Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds, and I've got some seeds on order through these guys. But anyway, you guys have probably seen that, on Cat's Cradle's channel. But Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds, they and these guys are so confident and that you'll come back for different varieties that they actually show you how to save your tomato seeds, and it's basically just what I just showed you. It's the whole 5 easy steps to saving tomato seeds, and that's, you know, so that sort of backs up what Grandma said, and it gives you a great catalog to order. You can order this thing for free and browse through it. Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. It's fun. It's fun to look through that and see all the different varieties of stuff. I'm really excited about next season. I got some absolutely purplish red okra seeds coming. When they grow, they're going to be beautiful, I think. So anyway, but I thought I'd share that with you. Hope everybody's having a great week. Y'all take care. 1952 Jeep out.